So in a couple of weeks, Laura and I are going to go to Girona, do some bike riding, make some videos over there. So we've got another opportunity finally to dust off our travel bike cases. This is a post-transfer case. I've had this for a couple of years, have used it mostly for domestic flights. So I'm really curious to see how the bikes are going to fare on a longer international journey. You guys know me, I'm on the paranoid side, so I thought I would pre-pack it and make sure I remember how to use it, and we'll see what the weight comes out to. The case weighs 11.5 pounds, and I think the limit is 50 pounds, but I definitely want to stay under maybe around 40 pounds, so there's a good margin. And I've got some leeway to stuff other things in here like watercolors and all those things. I also thought to try to make this a little bit more interesting is I'm going to time myself and see how long it's going to take. I don't think it's going to take me overly long. I'm hoping I can get everything packed away in around 20 minutes max. But yeah, we'll see. I'm also going to switch cameras to this guy. This is the Insta360 X3. They've got this new like field of view plus mode, which is supposed to work as a great first person view. So we'll see how well this does also. All right, let's do it. Apologies for the mess. Here's the bike. I've already let out some air and have removed the pedals. So let's start now. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Get the case open. And I think what I'm going to do is actually flip this upside down this way, just so I can pack away the chain and derailleur, all that good stuff. This is a freshly waxed chain here, kind of hard to find the quick link. Okay, came right off. We got the chain. And the quick link that goes in its own little Ziploc baggie here. I think I'm going to pop off the wheels. Front wheel off. And I'm going to use the through axle as kind of a crush guard. I'm not going to screw it all the way in, but just enough. And we'll do the same thing with the rear here. It's off. Put this back in as a crush guard. One thing I like to do is to remove the rotors just so they don't get bent. So we'll do that. Screw this back on. There's some sleeves in this case, so I'm going to put the one rotor in there. And this rear wheel goes at the bottom of the bag. You can see the diagram. So we'll do that. This part's a little bit tight, especially if you've got wheels with knobs. Okay. But overall, not too bad. There's some kind of plastic here and here to protect the bag there, or bike. Let's remove this rotor over here. This rotor goes into a sleeve on this side. Both the rotors are protected. Okay. I'm going to put this wheel in next. I found it's easier if I put the wheels in first. Okay. That's much better. Better positioned in there. So where are we at? 7 minutes? Okay. This part. This comes with this chainstay guard protector. Gonna remove the rear derailleur. Just let it dangle there for a second. This protects the dropout. Some Velcros over here. Okay, so this next part can be a little scary, but you know, if you just take your time, it's not a big deal. This is probably a good time to get the saddle off. Okay, next we're going to remove the handlebar and the big stack of spacers and stuff. So that pops off. Okay, handlebar off. Smooth T-rack off. Another spacer off, just making a stack here on the side. And separate the fork. So it's a good idea to get all the spacers and stuff, put it together. This is kind of a reusable zip tie thing. And I will put all this stuff in one bag here. There. Put the T-rack in here too, I think. So, good to go. All right. Now for the fun part of kind of positioning it in the bag here. Found that the fork likes to be there. Forgot one thing. So it did come with these protective pads, which are good to put on too. So this goes on the top tube. Protects the head tube and the down tube. Nice touch, nice and reusable. All right, over here we've got the dangling rear derailleur, and there's a little pocket that you can put it in. Right there. Zip that up. This is the trickiest part, is to position the handlebar, and I actually had to recable this so there was more slack. First. All right. So 13 minutes, pretty good. We got our chain. I'm gonna put this over here. There's all sorts of like pouches and stuff. We got these things. So just put that loose over there. Now let's see if it'll shut. I'm fairly confident. Will. It's looking good. So there is one trick to this bag, is before you zip it all the way closed, you want to lift it up, let things kind of settle, and there you go. What's the time? Bam. 14:20. All right, let's weigh it, see where we're at. So I think 14:20 is a pretty good time. Right, so I don't know if you can see it, but it came in at 36 pounds, which is pretty good. So that gives me about 14 pounds of leeway. You know, the tools are going to take up some weight, and I'm hoping to put some riding clothes as well as some watercolor stuff that I can't take carry on. But yeah, I think it's going to be okay. You guys will definitely find out how this bike bag fares on the longer international journey. I've already ordered some air tags, so I can track it. I might do a video on that. Did I pack it faster or slower than you were expecting? I know this looks really complicated. I had a chance to do it like 2 or 3 times. It's not that bad. So hopefully this doesn't scare you guys off from getting a case like this. I mean, I think the scariest part's probably, you know, popping off the headset and not losing all like the bearing pieces. But just put it in a Ziploc, just bag it. If you like this content, like, share, subscribe. Definitely hit up the merch store. We just had a run of caps and they sold out really quick, but there's tons of bandanas, stickers, and patches left. That's how we're able to do this channel. We have no major sponsors. Or better yet, join us on Patreon. We're actually giving away probably our most, I don't want to say expensive, but most valuable prize yet, and that is a pair of Paul brakes. How awesome is that? Until next time, guys, keep the supple side down.